Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Cleveland. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 47-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Short yardage, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he will handle first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot.
Come on, man. Boy, you got lucky right there. Real lucky.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. A good pick up there, 20 yards.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bills' 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown.
Good play, good play.
3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Jones. And now running right through it. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And now they'll throw with Allen, finding Knox there, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the ground, it's Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
That was a really nice interception.
Thank you. Come again.
Playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
It's now 2nd and 6.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll run it with Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot.
Oh, come on.
This one, he looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to...
Thank you! Come again! Thank you!
Bills touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. He'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And we'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Thank you! Come again!
Closing stages of the first half.
Now's the time. Don't give them nothing. 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, but it'll be second down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
7 on a 2nd and 3. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another first down. Now Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
This is our time. Our time.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. tight end Hooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers. No.
Now Mayfield lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Now he's into the clear.
Thank you. Come again. Thank you. Oh, shit.
And it's a big turnover there.
This ass got so bad. Nah, don't quit now, boy. Don't quit now, boy. Don't quit. Don't you quit, boy.
Now here in Cleveland. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. On first down, Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys
Learn when to take your punks. Learn when to take your punks.
That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. To throw, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this is intercepted.
Thank you, come again. Thank you. Thank you, come again.
Will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this all the way down.
I'll take that all day.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
They'll run on first down.
Sheesh.
His defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Open space inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, this defense knows they're well aware that they're down 2 scores, and they figure this is pretty much their last chance. They know if they give up a touchdown here, that ends it. Nice job on 1st and goal to push them the other way.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 7 yards away. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he completes it to Hunt. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At their 48-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
6-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their 5.
That was cute. That was cute.
9 seconds left.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Mayfield with it once more. Being chased out left. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White.
Thank you, come again. Thank you. Thank you, come again. Thank you.
This ball game is over. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter. But 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.